it's Shadow! I really gotta stop whining. Everyone's trying their best to help out, and so must I! Shadow, we need you! Please help us!
It's all going according to plan. There's no reason for me to help them. Besides, there's no way to save anyone.
There has to be! I know that people fight over the most trivial things. Some people may be selfish, like the professor said. But they're basically good if they try their best and never give up on their wishes. They always have a reason to be happy. That's why you should help them out. Saving them is a good thing. Shadow, I beg you, please do it for them. Give them a chance.
Shadow, I beg of you, please, do it for me. For a better future, for all people who live on that planet. Give them a chance to be happy. Let them live for their dreams. Shadow, I know you can do it. That's the reason why you were brought into this world. Sayonara, Shadow, the Hedgehog.
I promised her, and I must keep that promise. That's what
Shadow?
Maria wished for. I've got to go now. I have to keep my promise to Maria and you.
What's that? It looks just like the shrine of the Master Emerald.
They probably designed the core like the shrine to harness the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair. All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair.
Could this be the prototype of the ultimate life form that was supposed to be encapsulated?
Leave this one to me.
Shadow, what are you doing?
I'll take care of this while you run to get the Chaos Emerald.
Alright, so here comes the second to last final boss of the game. This is the Biolizard, and we're actually going to be taking this on as Shadow. So sorry for the last part. I didn't say the outro for that and everything just because I plan on having parts 1 and 2 of the final story uploaded on the same time. So yeah, that's why I didn't say it. But anyway, welcome back, guys. This is the part 2 of the final story. And Biolizard, he is pretty straightforward towards the beginning. For the first part, you just want to run away from him until he slows down and reveals the rail on the side of his mouth, and then just homing attack into it so we can go out to the top, his weak point. And you just want to rinse and repeat that for the first 2 to 3 hits, and after that, he is going to start varying up his attack pattern. The reason why I'm going like semi-slow is because if you get too far ahead, then he will start to run backwards with his tail to attack you, and that one's kind of annoying to dodge. Anyway, now he's shooting out these balls of darkness, and as you can see, when it's on the ground, jump over it. When it's in the air, just somersault underneath it so you can avoid it, and just keep paying attention to as they're coming out so you can react in time with it. Overall, he's not a terribly difficult boss fight. You do want to keep in mind like your surroundings, because if you touch that yellow liquid that's on the ground, it will like suck you up and push you towards the out of bounds area of this fight, and from there it's just going to start all over, so it's really annoying. So keeping that in mind, I also need to make sure I have enough rings, so just like that, it starts sliding me all over the place, and I hate that. Thankfully, I didn't get too far away that I couldn't recover in time. And I just want to collect the few rings just so I have a good amount of cushion left, just so I can make sure I'm not going to die in case he hits me again. And we're already halfway done with him, so it's after this phase he starts changing up how we're able to attack him. So once we dodge all these and get another good hit in, he's going to start switching it up on us, and that one's going to be the more difficult portion of the fight to actually handle. So now instead of revealing the rail, he's going to yell to make these pink balls appear, and we want to homing attack them in order to proceed higher onto, to get more height basically, and we want to avoid balls that he's using to attack us with so we can reach the top platform and hit it. So I think after he does this one more time, the final hit, he won't even bother doing this. He'll just send us straight up, and it's going to be a bit more difficult in that one because it's going to be us floating around, avoiding them, instead of actually trying to homing attack them from the ground up. So of course, just dodge all these one more time. If it wasn't for this lengthy process, oh, I should have just dodged. I didn't mean to jump over it. If it wasn't for this lengthy process, this fight would not take nearly as long. But let's quickly get up there as fast as I can. Thankfully, you can land on the outer platform where the main weak point is. So that's good, and it won't hurt you. So yeah, here it goes. Final part over here. So now we're just rotating ourselves over there while avoiding the balls, and this one's a really easy part to do. It's just making sure you have enough space to land. And that's pretty much Biolizard Part 1. So let's go ahead and reconvene with Sonic and Knuckles.
Ugly prototype.
Servers are the 7 Chaos. Chaos is power. Power is enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos. Only you can do this. Stop the Chaos Emeralds! Is it gone?
Is that what chaos control is?
Since we've stopped the Chaos Emeralds, why is the space colony still on a crash course to Earth? Sonic?
Alright, so here's the final boss of the game, the final hazard, the prototype of the ultimate life form. It got cut off, but it says ultimate life form.
Can you hear me, Sonic? Shadow? He's very...
So honestly, this fight is a lot more simpler than the first phase of this boss fight. All you have to do is hit the pink swelling area in order to damage him, and we're going to be switching between Super Sonic and Super Shadow in order to do this. So while you're doing this fight, everyone else is talking to you, and if you get hit by those pink blasts that she's shooting out, it will push you back, but it won't really damage you, just because while you're Super Sonic and Shadow, you are invincible. However, your ring count will slowly decrease, and if that hits 0, then you'll die. You'll turn back to normal and fall into space.
I'll collect the rings. Now it's up to you, Sonic.
Shadow, you need rest. Let me give it a try.
So as much as I would like to show off all the various different dialogues that everyone says, that would take a long time, and I would like to get this done soon. So we're just going to keep going as much as we can. As you can see, the time limit basically is 5 minutes. That's how long you need in order to actually beat this boss, but it's very simple. Just dodge the attacks, and it's very easy to get through. I believe, at least with the control set that I have, the A button will allow you to ascend upwards while the B descends downward. At least for like the control set that I was using. Once you get close to it, you automatically like home into it and hit his weak spot. Okay, good. I thought they were going to say that. And as you can see, he's also bringing up the little pink bubbles that was in the last fight too as a little shield to protect him too, and also use it as projectiles to attack people. But thankfully, that's not a big deal that we can mostly avoid, so you don't have to worry about that one too much.
Can you repair me? The arc is close to the earth.
Just one more shot and he's done for. If I could stop getting hit at the very last second. Of course, it'll be the very last one that gives me the most trouble. Since it's mostly gone. Oh, the pink area does switch spots over time if you take too long, which I did now. So I just have to make my way over there before I run out of rings. And that is it for the ultimate life form. And with that, that is the end of the game. So let's go ahead and move on to the final cutscene, guys. Forgot to mention, I love the song that's playing in the background.
The evil the professor has created.
No way that's getting through.
Shadow, I beg of you,
Maria!
give them a chance to be happy.
Now, Shadow! Chaos control!
Maria, this is what you wanted, right? This is my promise I made to you.
Where is Shadow? Do you really think that the professor created him, Shadow, to carry out the revenge on all those who live here on Earth?
He was what he was. A brave and heroic hedgehog who gave his life to save this planet. Shadow the Hedgehog.
I guess you're right.
As a child, I looked up to my grandfather because of all the great things he accomplished in his life. He was my hero, and I wanted to be a great scientist like him. But did he really mean to destroy us?
I don't know, but what I do know is we all did it together!
You're right.
So what's next for you, Rouge? Off again to find those jewels you love so much?
Nah, I think I'm gonna give up this line of work. Too much work for too little pay. Anyway, I've got something better than jewels that I'm thinking about right now. It'll all work out, you'll see.
If you say so.
Created the ultimate life form.
What's the matter, Sonic?
Oh, it's nothing. Come on, let's go home. To the planet as cool and blue as me. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Alright, and with that, that is the end of Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. So yeah, now, as always, final thoughts and things on the game. So, control-wise, it's a lot more better. It's a lot better than the original one, Sonic Adventure. It does feel a little lacking when it comes to playable characters in terms of how they handle it this time around. Getting rid of the six playable characters' playstyles and mashing it together between just 3. Overall, though, the story, it's a lot. I feel like it's on par with the original one. In some spots, it is better than the first one. However, I do feel like the treasure hunter levels were very, very neutered in this case, just because of putting the whole locks on the individual counters for all of them. That makes trying to get the higher scores for it a lot more difficult and a lot more tedious than it needs to be, especially when they want to make the levels as big as they did towards the end. Otherwise, if they unlocked it while still keeping it that big, it would have been fine, because you can find them as easily as you can. But other than that, the Shadow Garden, also big improvement from the very first one, so that's good too. Other than that, I still have a few more videos left for this project before I completely say it's done. But overall, I still love this game. This was the 10th anniversary game, as you can see right there, and it did not disappoint. I still love this game to death. So, other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. We move on to the bonus videos for this, and other than that, take care. As always, if you guys liked the video, give the video a like, leave a comment. All those good things are normally say at the end of these videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, everyone, and rest easy, heroes.